everybody. This is the Yogi Podcast, and we are out here today off of La Cienega and Obama. We are doing one of our special interviews out in the streets of Los Angeles. This is R.O.W.E. He is a Compton native, R&B singer, entertainer, entrepreneur. He's been in multiple films, productions, and coming soon to a show on BET+. Anything else you would like to add and let the people know?
I'm not sure when it's going to air, but I actually am going to be performing this week. It's my birthday week, turning 30 for the third time on Saturday. And I'm going to be in this production right here, Soul Cafe, starring a lot of people that you know. It's going to be at the Wilshire E. Bell, December 13th. So,
all right, y'all, make sure y'all get those tickets for December 13th. It's coming up. Alrighty, so we got a couple topics we want to get into. So we're going to start off with the state of the Black community. So what are your thoughts on that?
whew, that's like loaded. That's loaded. I don't know. We gotta specify what area, because we got some issues internally. We gotta work out. It's ironic that we in front of like the Nipsey and Kobe mural. Actually,
Yeah.
like one of the things, like when Nipsey died, that's like one of the few celebrities I actually cried about. And it's not that I didn't like. It's not that it wasn't like about him, but it wasn't really about him while I was crying. It's because like I really feel for my people, you know. So it's just like the fact that like if you know how it went down. So and then being from here, it hit different, you know. So it's just like, damn, I just wish that my people would like, we would stick together more, you know. We would really like just honor each other over any other, you know, anything else, you know. And I'll leave that at that. But we as a whole, it seems like we can't seem to do that, you know, and that hurts.
I love that. So here's some quick notes that I wrote down. I said we are living in a community where it's so niche that there's only Black areas. I feel like communities should be more than just talked about, but actually built. And so I've actually utilized social media as a way to build community. That's why hence we're here doing this interview right now. Shout out to Threads. And so that's how I'm doing my part, by interviewing different Black creatives and creatives in general, just to let the world know who they are. Alrighty, let's move on to the next one. So now we're getting into the music part. And I really wanted to know, who is your top 5, if you can. If not, just give a couple.
You talk about music, period?
Yeah,
that's
music
too rough.
in general. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you my list. So this list that I have, I would say, is my favorite modern R&B artist.
Okay, R&B.
So number 1, of course, is Chris Brown. That's like without any other bars held. Vito, who I feel like is so underrated as a musician. His music is really good. I like all his albums that he put out. Leon Thomas, who's been around for a while, but now is finally getting his flowers. Bryson Tiller, I love trap R&B, so for that, I feel like he's definitely up there. And then my last one, Eric Bellinger. He's a great songwriter, great artist. I feel like he doesn't really get enough of his flowers as well, but he's really good vocally. An honorable mention, I would say Jacquees. I love a lot of his covers that he does of other R&B artists. So that is my essential top 5.
All right. Now that gave me something to go off a little bit better. I guess contemporary R&B. I'm not gonna say favorites because it's too tough, but I'll say like who's on my playlist right now, top 5. Besides myself.
Yes.
I would say definitely Chris Brown is up in there. I would say O'Deal. I don't know if you heard any O'Deal, but
I don't think I have.
He's dope. He's actually top 5 Apple Music this year. So I'm like, oh, he's from the UK. Shout out to him. I'll say Leon Thomas for sure. We got 2 more to go. You know, it's Afro beats, but at the same time, like they be singing too, you know. So I'm like, let me throw Tim's up in there real quick. And then I guess it's not necessarily on my playlist like right this instant right now, but Tank is always like a go-to for me. So,
definitely.
Yeah, I'll throw Tank up in there too. And I'm pretty sure there's some people I miss a Lucky Day. But yeah, it'll go on and on. So we just gonna stop it right now.
Right. So much good music. So when did you start really transforming into an artist?
I think I always have been an artist at heart. Started from when I was a kid. I used to want action figures, right? But my mom's, it's not that we definitely wasn't poor, but you know, we wasn't necessarily the richest people. But she didn't believe in wasting money on something that I didn't need. You know what I'm saying? So action figures wasn't on the top of the totem pole, you feel me? So what I would do is I used to get aluminum foil from the dollar store, the 99-cent store when it was still a thing.
Right.
And I'll get the heavy duty, the extra heavy duty. And I used to make my own action figures out of that. So I'll be making the Dragon Ball Z figures. I'll be making whatever I wanted to play with. I ain't gonna lie, they was harder than the actual action figures. Okay, because they could do a lot more movement. So I say it started there, really. Just making whatever I needed, I made it, you know. And my mom was singing. Everybody in my family sing on my mom's side. So I was singing in the church, doing theater, stuff like that, you know.
And what's one of your favorite songs you said you've created?
One of my favorites that I've created? I mean, I think my favorite song of my own, it hasn't been released yet. It's called Don't Mind Me. So it's coming out next year for sure. And then the one that's released, I would say, is Can't Leave You Alone. It's like my favorite one that I actually put out already.
All right, y'all, make sure y'all go check out Can't Leave You Alone. It is probably on every streaming music platform. Yep. So whether you got Spotify, Apple Music, all those, YouTube, go ahead and go check that out. And you kind of answered my part about musical background, being in the church, and family being a musical family. So that's pretty good. Now we're going to move on to the entertainment.
All right.
So how long have you been acting?
I actually started acting in like 2023, so not that long, a couple years now. And I went into that honestly because music is a rough game, man. Music, like monetary wise. So I ended up started doing like some little background stuff. I went on backstage and I was like, didn't know how to break in. Just like, let me just go on a shoot, and I saw it paid. I was like, oh, to not do much, just be here. So from there, I actually started, you know, learning about the game, learning ins and outs, meeting people, networking, and until I started getting some supporting roles and speaking roles. And, you know, now it's like more so like actually like an occupation for me, you know?
Nice. So what's like one of your favorite shows that might have came out in the last couple of years? What's the show that you really get into?
That I like? Oh, you know what? It was a show, I hate that it got canceled, called Class of '09. That was on Hulu. It was like really good. I like psychodramas, thrillers, crime dramas. Power's my favorite all time, probably. I like Snowfall too, so stuff like that.
And would you be in it? Would you be in any of that?
100%. I would be in any of that stuff. Like, that's the stuff I want to do. Yes.
All right. And do you prefer film or theater?
Well, my focus is more so film and TV. That's where I really want to go. Partially because it pays. Theater is a labor of love, so I really love theater, but it don't pay like TV and film. But nonetheless, I'll still be doing theater because it's back to the roots, you know. I think I make more of my actual friends doing theater, like people that we do theater with. Like, you bond. It's not like we show up to work and then we do a couple scenes together and we go home. It's like, you know, you do rehearsals, you're in the changing room, pranking each other, have deep conversations, you know. And so I would say, I guess, like, as a love for it, I probably do like theater a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds great. And so with this BET opportunity, did you have to audition, or was it through networking? Like, how did that come about?
Oh, yeah. So actually, I did the BET casting call at the LA Convention Center this year. So shout out to BET casting call. Like, it's a real deal. You really get opportunities there. They had us doing the sides for the show, the Vinyl Hill show that was coming up. And I ended up getting a call back. Me and another guy who actually I know through theater as well. Shout out Kyrell. Both of us are in it. We play security guards.
Nice.
And ironically, that's my other career, security. So it worked out okay for me.
Okay, yeah. I was about to ask you, like, what's your character? So you kind of answered that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. I think we went over, music, everything. So let's talk a little bit about, you can pause it because it's too much noise. All right, y'all. So we pretty much touched on all of our subjects today. One other point is, how do you feel about being an indie artist, and how has that either benefited you or became a disadvantage for you?
So as far as like being an indie artist, I feel like it's like, honestly, if I just keep it real, it's where you're at. So I mean, if you don't have a major deal, if you're not in that position to get that, then you're just going to do it because it's what you love to do. You know, if it's in you to be an artist, to be a creative, you don't really just get to walk away because it's in here. It's not always about the money. But of course, I feel like if the right situation approaches yourself as far as being a major label, obviously most artists would choose that, myself included, because it comes with financial security to an extent.
And then any advice for anyone trying to get into the industry, whether it's music or acting, film, theater, what can you say to the people?
I would say...
Dang it. We live.
Yeah,
people.
we live. Hey, if you're trying to break into the entertainment industry, my biggest thing is just to say to do it. Become a student of it. So it's not like you just like, don't just be willy-nilly out here. Don't just like, I hate to say I don't trust people, but at the same time, just do your homework first. You know, you don't have to come in skeptical of everything and everybody, but it's good to have something up here on your own to stand on, and have people, certain people that you trust that are knowledgeable, not just like, oh, your homeboy or your homeboy, oh, like they did, like, no, like, do your homework for yourself, know who's actually knowledgeable, know who's in it, and find you a nice circle that you trust and move from there.
Alrighty, perfect, y'all. And that is the conclusion of the Yogi Podcast interview. R.O.W.E, once again, give them your social media where they can find your music, everything, all the projects you got coming up so they can hear.
Yeah, my name is R.O.W.E. That's R-O.W.E, pronounced like front row seats. You can find me on anything at R0W-E. Once again, that's at R0W-E on any social media platform, and probably, yeah, that's where you find me at.
All right, perfect, y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we will see you soon again at the Yogi Podcast.
Shout out to the Yogi Podcast. Yeah.